From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, we've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starting pitcher, Taijuan Walker. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Devont Wade Jr., the next to hit, takes outside. Here's a 1-1. And that one in the air center field. Harrison should have this one. And out number 1 on the grab. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Thairo Estrada.
And Boog, you know he's happy seeing a righty out there on the mound in this one. I mean, over 300 against righties on the year, so definitely you expect him to try to tack on a few more points of batting average with a couple of hits. Should be a good matchup for him in this one.
Thairo Estrada to the plate, looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. That's to third, and he grabs it foul. Singy Taijuan Walker, originally drafted in the first round by the Mariners back in 2010, and a guy who's put together a very solid career. He was an all-star with the Mets in 2021. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
No, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
One gone, runner at first. And up next for San Francisco, Jock Peterson. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's there, it's gone, and that is gone. Jock Peterson bops one out. His 32nd of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now batting Mitch Haniger, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, showed a lot of promise early on, but dealt with some injuries there and a lack of consistency. But over the last couple of seasons has really found it. Like the way that he commands that two-seam fastball. You don't see a whole lot of guys using that pitch as much as they used to, but he's got a good thing working with it.
That one drilled left field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Mitch Haniger leaves the yard. His 51st home run of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now it's Alex Bregman. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. That one the other way. Makes the grab. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
In the air to left center. Harrison brings it in with a nice running grab. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the hill in this one, Alex Wood. Singy, he can pick up his 20th win of the season in this one.
As simple as it sounds, it's not that simple, but he's got to just look at it as another start. Go out there, throw whatever the catcher puts down, and just go to work.
Bottom of the first, and digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. There's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
when you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, JT Realmuto.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at-bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under 500 over his last 10 games.
Here's Bryce Harper. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. In there, and it's 0-1. Chris, you think about memorable performances in the home run derby. Well, the Nationals had the All-Star game in 2018, and Bryce Harper, with his dad throwing to him, put on quite a performance and won the home run derby. Going to count 1-2.
Yeah, probably the biggest moment in Nationals Park for Harper, and he would have loved that to have been a World Series appearance, but
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Giants 3 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sable. And the pitch. Line drive. In plenty of time to first, and quickly one away in the second. High fly ball out towards left center. Harrison makes his way towards it. And it one-hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Stop with a relay throw, and he's out. And now it's Vidal Brujan. And first offering is fouled off. Taijuan Walker, a sneakerhead, saying he's got over 1,000 pairs of sneakers.
Are we serious with over 1,000 pairs of sneakers? He's like you. How many do you have?
Not 1,000. And that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Wood back to work. And takes low for ball 1. Wood, a former All-Star. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And base hit.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Rhys Hoskins stands in here, takes ball one low. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. One down. Now it's the DH, Scott Kingery. Ground ball right side, could be two. Over to second for one. Over to first, safe. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And that's in for a strike. That's off the mark. Ball one. Kicks and fires. There goes Kingery. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but
all set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Here comes a pitch. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Hauls it in for the out. Thairo Estrada, the next to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. And a foul ball. Walker, in his 10th season, he features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
On the ground to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Nick Castellanos coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Mitch Haniger. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. And a base hit into right center field. Estrada coming home. And that's going to roll to the wall. One run is in. Peterson around third. Throw is high and over his head. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So one gone with a runner at third. And digging in for San Francisco, Alex Bregman. That one fouled off. On a line, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 6-1. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. And fouled off. Yastrzemski measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
Next pitch misses, and that is ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. And down on strikes he goes, and 2 away now. And up next for the Giants, Blake Sabol. Grounded out his first time up. There's a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Ground ball right side. Stop. Slings to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 6 and the Phillies 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Wood back to work. 0-1. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Kicks and deals. Just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Swings and misses. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. This is Bryson Stott. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And that one clips the corner. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
And he grounds one to the right side. Estrada. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Trey Turner at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And that's a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. I think the key. New inning getting started. And digging in for San Francisco, Michael Conforto. The pitch. That's hard hit on the line. 1 up, 1 down. Vidal Brujan, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dunks one into left. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Lamont Wade Jr. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Schwarber puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. And up next for San Francisco, Thairo Estrada. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
Runner on the go. Lined, and that's a base hit. Brujan around 3rd. He will score. It's 7-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Taijuan Nick Nelson gets the ball now.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Here's Jack Peterson. Now a screamer into the outfield. And in one hops the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And the batter now, Mitch Haniger. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, That could be the key to winning perhaps later.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 10-1.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's a tough location with the fastball to handle, but he was all over it. He got that front foot down and showed off some really quick hands to get the barrel to it.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one ripped. Schwarber makes the grab, and that's the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Josh Harrison. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 0-2. That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. And now here is Harper. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Well, Chris, what a career Bryce Harper has put together. On the cover of Sports Illustrated at the age of 16, first overall pick by the Nationals in 2010. He's won multiple MVPs, multiple All-Star appearances, and a Rookie of the Year to boot. Bryce Harper has turned out to be just as good as advertised. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and has largely lived up to the hype. There hasn't been a more scrutinized ball player than Bryce Harper over the last 10 years. I mean, he's had...
This ball well hit, left center field, and that splits the gap. And that's a double.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch, lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. His shoulder stayed square to the plate and didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Well, this is what you've got to do. You've got to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but outstanding execution on the relay home. Had to be almost perfect.
Back here in Philadelphia, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Blake Sabol. Swing and a pop-up. Turner should have it. Brings it in, and there's one away. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Base knock, center field.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's going to be Vidal Brujan. into center. Harrison on the move. Can't get there. Base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away. So the batting order turns over. So here's Wade now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. One run across. Oh, the throw is wild. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Matt Strom.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Estrada in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Ripped on a line to center. Harrison makes the play. Runner tags up for third.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And Jack Peterson stands in. He's already homered in this game. That one missed. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Andrew Bellotti up and throwing. That smash towards center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That one pushed foul.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Scott Kingery up to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Off the mark there. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Back up the middle and a base hit. Castellanos on his way to the plate. He scores, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. Bryson Stott getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. On the ground to short, could be 2. Brujan tossed to second, throw to first, but he beat it. Trey Turner with a chance now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's in there for strike 1. You know, people may not remember about Trey Turner. He was actually drafted in the first round out of NC State by the Padres. Made his debut in 2015 with the Nationals. Won it all with Washington in 2019. Ripped on a line. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. The run scores from third, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
And Turner's been part of some big trades. It originally started with the Padres as he was a player to be named later that ended up with the Washington Nationals. Then traded over to the Dodgers with Max Scherzer in 2021.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. Next is the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Strom back to work.
0-1.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
And a foul ball. On the ground to short, Turner. Tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Out in front and foul to the left side. Oh, 1 down. Fought off foul. Next pitch is popped up. And they get Bregman for the out. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Mike Yastrzemski digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Strom, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Next offering is fouled back. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here is Blake Sabol on the ground to the left. They get the force. And that is that. No run. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now here is Bryce Harper. That's in there. Strike 1. Bryce Harper would be one of the guys considered a face of baseball. He was also a face on the cover of MLB The Show back in 2019. Left-hand hitter waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Not a bigger or better game than that, and kids love playing it. I like playing it after we finish here.
Yeah, I like the announcers. Swings and misses, struck him out. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Bregman sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down. JT Realmuto steps in. In there for strike 1. Realmuto goes 6'1", a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but
he locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Back here at the ballpark at the plate, Michael Conforto. The pitch. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Andrew Bellotti getting ready to go. Line drive, base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants, J.D. Davis. Great RBI chance with second and third occupied. Nobody out.
Number 7, J.D.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. One run is in. Throws to second. He pulls into second as 2 runs score on the play.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Bounced out to short. Throws across the diamond. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Up next,
Now here is Jock Peterson. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Runner leads away at second. He goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Haniger, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Davis at second with 2 down. In the air out to center. Harrison under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. So remaining in the game defensively, J.D. Davis. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. On the mound now, Jacob Junis.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
0-1 now. To third, Bregman. Fires across the diamond and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Kingery stands in now and watches strike 1. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Sosa started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Righty to the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
Couple of singles back to back. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Righty delivers. On the ground to third. Base hit and a run in to score. Peterson to third. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Strike two. And the righty deals. This to third. And it gets by him. Runner from third comes across, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. In there safely.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Harrison in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Just a slow ground ball this time. And foul ball. Stop at third. Turner over at second with one down. Next offering is in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Up the middle. To first. Now two away as they get a run across. Here's Harper now. On the ground. Brujan sends it to first. That's the third out. Jose Alvarado takes over on the mound. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here's Alex Bregman.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
And the pitch.
Number 46.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants. Austin Slater. A runner at first for him. Nobody out. Out towards right center field. Harper ranging after it. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Blake Sable. Line drive, base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
He had a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Michael Conforto will climb in. First pitch, not close. Ripped to right, base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Brujan now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. This one popped up. Turner should have it. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in for San Francisco, J.D. Davis. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
No doubt swinging for a 4-run homer right there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering is fouled back. In the air, left side. Schwarber settles under it. And that'll do it. Staying in the game on defense, Austin Slater. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting.
Number 13.
On the ground to first, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Backdoor cutter right there, if you will, and he got the call. According to the electronic strike zone, it was a little off the plate, but I'd say it was a nice job by the catcher just to receive that and present it to the umpire to make it look like it was a strike. It was that cutting action, I think, that helped it almost clip the corner.
The next offering misses, and that's ball one. That's inside. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Struck him out looking. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. That's to third. Bregman gathers and throws to first. Third out. All set to start the ninth in this one. And digging in for San Francisco, Thairo Estrada. Alvarado back to work. And a strike in there. Alvarado, a 6'2 southpaw, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And a foul ball.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500-plus home runs, 3,000-plus hits, and a triple crown.
In the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. So digging in, Jock Peterson. To the right side, stop. Play is made, 2 out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mitch Haniger. He swings and fouls one off. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Now a jump throw. And that's the third out. Bottom of the ninth. And now the DH, Scott Kingery. The line to kick the pitch. They say it went.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Davis makes the grab, 1 away. So up next, Edmundo Sosa. First pitch, and he just misses. There's a strike. And the pitch. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Bryson Stott now at the plate. 1 for 3. That's in there. That's strike 1. That's through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Trey Turner now. Just missed. Next one misses, and now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one catches the zone. 2-2 now. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Harrison in the box now. No balls and a strike. Sosa at second. Turner on at first with 2 down. Oh, and 2 now. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
14-6, the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Tampa Bay Rays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-3. The Cleveland Guardians launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 8-5. The Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 13 hits as a team as they ran over the Reds 8-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-3. The Orioles allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-1. The New York Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 2-1. The White Sox smacked 15 team hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-4. The Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-5. The Astros completed the long 4-game sweep as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-0. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.